What's good, y'all? It's the host with the most energy. Back again, speaking freely. Yo, is y'all ready for this episode? Is y'all ready for this episode? Y'all miss me? I miss y'all. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. But I do have a special guest today. I told y'all I was gonna let y'all know who it was and whatnot. But the moment of truth before I jump in and what it do, all that good stuff though. But I do have a good person that is in my life that I am working with right now on a business tip. She is a co-host with me with Just Fire podcast that we have going on Station Head. Her name is Beyonce. She is a owner of BDB's Boutique. So the moment of truth has arrived. Everybody say, what's up, Beyonce?
What's going on, y'all? What's happening?
Yes, girl.
Listen, I want to thank you for having me on this Speak Freely, and we're going to talk today.
Yes, we're going to talk about it, okay? We're going to speak freely. We're going to be comfortable. You feeling comfortable? You feeling good?
I'm feeling good. I'm always feeling good. I wake up every day feeling good.
That's the energy you need up in here, okay? And what I told y'all last time, I read the energy, the spirit, and everything, and making sure it's right before we sit up in this seat right here. So it's really good to have you right now. I'm very grateful and thankful for you as well.
You for having me.
So if you can, just let the people know where you're from, where they can find you at, a little bit about the boutique, just a little, a little gist of everything, and then we could get into our podcast and everything outside of this platform and whatnot.
Yeah. So I'm Beyonce. I was born in Memphis, Tennessee, and I was raised in Arkansas. I've been in Georgia for probably about 7 years now.
Okay.
I left the same week of my high school graduation because I knew at a young age what I wanted to do and the type of dreams that I had I needed to chase. And sometimes you got to leave your hometown to do so.
Talk about it.
So when I got to Georgia, I obtained my bachelor's in journalism and my minor in business. And I said, I'm going to focus a little more on the business side, a little less on the journalism. So I have my own, media, BBTV podcast, and me and her collaborated on. And actually, just early this week, I released my online store, BDB's Boutique, which features swimwear and watches, because I said I want to do something a little different. And the type of dream that I have for myself, the type of future that I see for myself, you have to create different sources of income. And so, one day at a time, one thing at a time, you always got to start off small, and that's exactly what I'm doing, and that's okay. We all got to start off somewhere.
You got to start off from somewhere, okay? Please, before I start the chat, listen, we got to make sure I ain't got no crap out today, okay? But what hit the most right now, what you just said, is the leaving the home. That comfortability space to where you're thinking that, hey, I need to stay here and not being able to see outside of what I know. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I literally had to leave New York City because you get distracted up there. There's so much going on up there to where it's just like, I know it's other things out there for me. And there's a lot of things that I want to do for myself. And this is not the place for me to actually do it. I love the Big Apple. I love the rep, and while I love where I'm from, but at the same time, it's bigger and better things as well. And that's just not where I want it to be though. You know what I'm saying? And it's just being able to elevate and shift in the right direction, in the right place, and knowing who you are, where you're going, and all that good stuff. But it's the journalism and the business of it. You get what I'm saying? I like that. I love it. That's what's up. So again, as she mentioned though, as well, we're joining together and collaborating on the podcast Just Fire. If you don't have Station Head, that Station Head app, definitely make sure that you download it, create your account, and tune into our pages. I am Nay, the host on there, and she is
The Real BBTV.
The Real BBTV. So definitely make sure that you tune in and lock in with us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. We are doing our own thing on that platform, Winning Wednesday, empowerment with women's and anything that comes to mind, any topics that we have to talk about as well. And it's similar a little bit with the Speaking Freely. You get what I'm saying? It's like some homegirls sitting back, chilling over the phone and just, speaking and talking about what we want to talk about.
And we will eventually be branching out from just Station Head. We're gonna get on Apple, Spotify. We're gonna do what we got to do.
All that good stuff. Okay. So stay in tune, lock in with your girls. Okay. Don't just be here right now for the most part. And if you tuned in right now, say respectfully or say speak freely.
All that.
So just jumping into, like I was speaking about last week, and I told y'all that any guests that I do have on, I do want them to say something that comes to mind with their first name. So But her first name, it starts with a B. So I want to know, what's the first thing right now that you could think of that comes to mind that represents where you are right now in life that starts with a B? Both like this on top of your head. Billions. Oh, she said billions. Okay. She said billions.
I'm not just aiming for millionaire. I'm aiming for billionaire. So
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But why billions though? Y'all know you just said you're not aiming for millions, but
I'm aiming for billions.
Okay, so the fact that you're aiming for billions, right? What are you thinking that you're doing right now that you know that you're doing that's helping you to get to the billions?
I started.
You know what? Stop playing with her. Stop playing with her. Stop playing with her. It's the answers.
Yes.
You hear me? I love it. Speak freely.
You know, you can't just sit home contemplating, what if I do this? I wonder what would happen if I do this. You got to do it.
Talk about it. Talk about it, girl. So, yo, I felt that. Do you feel that? Come and speak freely.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Beyonce. We gotta say billionaire Beyonce when you see that. Billionaire Beyonce. And she's not Beyonce. She's Beyonce.
No, I'm not Beyonce.
She's not. Okay, and she don't want to be either.
I don't want to be Beyonce.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know. Yeah. What time it is. Y'all know. But yeah, about to be topic time, baby. Let's see what we got. Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them up.
For the entry. All right, what we got?
Woo! We got being expressive. Express yourself, okay?
That's all right there.
Woo! You gotta express yourself, okay? We're gonna keep that one to the side. So let me ask you this. Have it ever been a moment in time where you felt like you couldn't express yourself within the moment to someone? And has there ever been a time where you did express yourself to someone, but it wasn't received properly?
It's definitely when you work at certain places and you have a certain type of authority on people, you know the type of situation that you are in outside of work. It just sucks that sometimes you feel like when certain situations happen in these workplaces, you feel like you can't speak how you want to speak because, you know, you're thinking to yourself, I keep my job, I really don't. I'm not trying to make this person mad because they have a leverage over me. They're standing between me and being homeless because at the end of the day, I need a job. I need to work. I need money. I need to pay my bills. And unfortunately, it is plenty of jobs out here, but it's so hard to get them for some reason. It's so many places hiring and that they are hiring immediately, but it's so hard to get a job nowadays. And then the ones that finally do give you a chance, it's never genuine. You know, they realize the type of power that they have over you especially when you're expressive about your situation, which I'm not most of the time with these employers, but you really have to be careful what you tell people because then they use that authority that they have over you as being your manager, as being the owner or whatever, to where you feel like you can't speak. And I was definitely in that situation a few years ago when I was serving. You know, being a server, your money is hit and miss, and you have to come to work. Well, no, I'm going to scratch that. Sometimes you are not able to make the money that you want to make because your money is hit and miss and your manager is dictating your schedule. So sometimes you have to put your pride to the side. You know, I really need to come to work tomorrow, even though you're off. Or I know you said that I can't come to work this day, but I really need those extra hours. I need the extra money. And you know, sometimes, like I said, it just sucks. But you know, you really have to be careful with that. And what was the other question?
Now, has there ever been a time where you did express yourself? Thank you so much. Has there ever been a time where you did express yourself, but it wasn't received properly? You know, and it takes a lot of times for people to express yourself and even get to that comfortable space to say, you know what, let me just be transparent within a moment, you know, to express what I feel. But again, have you ever had that? Anyone, and then you know it wasn't received. Like, how did you go about that? That's what I want to get at. Like, how did you go about that?
Plenty of times. I was in the healthcare field since 2017, and I was a CNA, and working with these DONs, these charge nurses, these administrators can be very difficult. The healthcare field can be be very rewarding, but it can also be detrimental to your future. And being a CNA, a lot of times these people don't realize that you are the people working firsthand with these patients. So when I come to you and I'm letting you know, hey, I'm uncomfortable with this, specifically the charge nurses, because you have to go to them first as a CNA. I'm coming to you and I'm telling you, this is what's going on with this patient.
Right.
And I really feel like something needs to be done.
Yes.
And them, because not knocking nurses, I love nurses, I love y'all to death, but because y'all decided to stay in school a little longer, you feel that you don't need to listen to CNAs. So I'm expressing to you.
I never noticed like that in that world. I never knew that. We don't want anyone to feel attacked when she expressed that. Again, this is a platform to be able to speak freely within the moment, and because she was in a position of being a CNA, she's speaking from a CNA standpoint. So please let it be received within an open mind, open heart, open ears when you actually listen to her the way she's expressing herself. Just wanted to put that out there as she continue to go further.
Right. So I'm letting you know that this is what's going on with this patient. Instead of heeding my word, you ignore it, and now that patient is in the hospital because of the very thing that I tried to warn you about, because it could have been prevented.
Right.
And so afterwards, I come to you, hey, I came to you with this information. Why didn't you take it? No offense, but I know these patients better than you do. Blase. I'm the nurse. I'm the one handling the medicine.
Work with them more hand in hand.
Yeah, but I was like, when she said that, I took a minute to step back, and I was like, no, she didn't. In my head, I'm like, no, she didn't. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to be humble.
Right.
So I say, you know what? I'm happy for you that you obtained your LPN or your RN. However, you do not work with these patients like I do. Mm-hmm. These patients don't see you every day or all the time like they see me. They see you every few hours when you're giving them the medicine. They see me almost every minute. Right. Because they always need something, and we're the ones that are hands-on. And so I'm gonna say that I don't really appreciate what you said. And it's the nurses like that that didn't start off in a CNA position. You can always tell the difference. Okay. The ones that went straight to school to nursing and the ones that started off as a CNA.
Right.
And you can definitely tell that she was the one that did not start off as a CNA and went to further her school. She just went straight to nursing.
Okay.
And so when I came to her as that, she decided that she wanted to get the DON involved. And thankfully, the DON actually sided with me because I informed the DON. I did come to her with this information. She did not take it. And now that patient is in the hospital, hopefully they come back. But now they're in the hospital fighting for their life because this nurse did not heed what I told her about the patient because it could have been prevented. And so even though she went to get the DON because she just knew that she was right. Mm-hmm. And after the DON sided with me, for the rest of the shift, there was an attitude. For the rest of the shift, there was little things that she was thinking about. And I noticed it, but you know what? I kept it to myself. I was like, you know what? She's miserable. She's upset about something. I'm not even going to let her get to me.
And it don't even have anything to do with you when things like that happen. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you stood up for that person, the fact that you was able to be expressive within that moment of time to say exactly what needed to be said, and you seen what needed to be done, if it not to be received the way it needed to be received. But you know what? I think when people like that have those moments, they go back home and they think about what has been done. And I do think they think about what they could have done differently. But because of what they're battling with inside, they don't know how to project onto that person or to anyone to say, hey, or take accountability within a moment. Like, you know what, Beyonce, you was absolutely right. I do apologize for not taking, what you was telling me in the moment very seriously, or whatever the case might be. It's very hard for people to do that. I don't know if you were actually summing up what you were saying, but it just had me think about a situation that I'm currently in, and it will be ending pretty soon. I got about like 25 days, if that's correct, with a situation that's going on currently within my life. Some people may not know about it. Some people do know about it that knows me. But last year, January 1st, I got pulled over and caught a DUI. Last year, very sad time of my life. It was just like very depressing. It was a lot of things that was going on within that moment. And just, facing 2020, like being cooped up in the house, everything, whatever. I didn't even think that I was really that intoxicated at the moment in time. Anyway, long story short, I actually had to go to court, went without my license for quite some time, which truly sucked. I don't wish that on nobody. And if you are out there and you like to drink and drive, be very cautious and please stay in tune and listen to what I'm about to say when it comes to that. It's not safe. It's not cool. And just don't do it. Honestly, just don't do it. If you want to drink, don't drive. Honestly, grab an Uber, grab somebody that's sober, that the person that doesn't, that friend or that acquaintance, whoever that do not drink. But definitely, back into what I was saying. I went to court and whatnot. Thank God for my first DUI, I got reduced to reckless driving. Being that event, reduced to reckless driving, I went to the classes, did all the courses, did the community service and whatnot. I had two different parole officers. One parole officer, I had to communicate with her via email. The second one was very nasty, very nasty, very, very nasty, but nothing against you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to be up here to think that it's okay to even try to think I need to bash or say anything disrespectful in the form of how the way you made me feel within a moment. And this is predicating to what you actually made me feel like within the last 2 days. To me, when people call my phone, it just like, just give that respect. You know what I'm saying? Even when I reach out to anybody, just give that respect. If just because you have a certain authority or because you are above someone, it do not give you the right, it do not give you the entitlement to think that you could talk beneath someone and to think that they are here and you are up here. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are, respectfully, speaking freely. I don't care who you are, what you have, how much money you have, what you got going on in your world. You're not better than the next person. Right. You're not. And again, I stand 10 toes on that, because the mistake that have been done, I took accountability with that. You don't know what I felt behind that. You don't know what I feel behind that. But to know that I'm about to be off papers and it have been reduced, I feel like part of my life have came back. Like I went through a lot. It was a shift within that moment to have to deal with certain things. And it's like you couldn't go certain places. You really couldn't drive for quite some time. You know how that feel? Okay, you have a form of identification, but you cannot drive. You don't have no driver license. To go to these classes, to really just think about that one day, what you could have done differently. You know how much I thought about what I could have did differently? I was so eager to get outside with a friend, and I didn't even have to really do that. It was so late within the night, but at the same time, again, just leaving 2020 and what was happening in 2020, I just wanted to get out there and look what happened. But that's my truth, though. I stand in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. But I do want to help the next person by letting them know, do not drink and drive. It's serious. Don't do it.
It is.
Don't do it. But even, again, with all of that, just because you just may have more than the next person. Speak to me like this. You know what I'm saying? Speak to me while we're here. Don't speak to me while you up here and you trying to just talk down on me. We're not doing that. Don't do that to nobody. Don't do that to nobody. It's not a good, it's not a good feeling. And then when you get corrected within a moment, accept it. Speaking freely at all times,
Especially when the person that's correcting you came through in a respectful way.
In a respectful way. Only thing you could do is accept that. And understand that. You know what I'm saying? And humble yourself just a little bit. You know who you are. And I'm just saying, like, really just speaking freely, if you know who you are and you being true to who you are, understand that. Because you're not better than the next person. And why would you want to be better than the next person when you're unique and you yourself? There's no need to. It's no competition. It's none whatsoever. But yeah, I had to get that off my chest, though. I feel like it's definitely needed. And I wanted to express that, though. And it's being expressive within the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's also to help the next person that could be facing or going through something literally right now within the moment. It's a lot of holidays, a lot of things that be coming up. So you got to be cautious, be aware. Do not just get swamped in within the moment to say, hey, yeah, I feel good. First of all, I didn't even think I was that intoxicated. Right. So that police officer knocked on my door and I was like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, sweat. So he said, get out that car.
Like, I may be a little messed up.
Right. You get big headed or think within the moment everything is so cool and so into life happens and it get real. And
And God will humble.
In a minute, you know what I mean? In the nick of a dime.
On top of the world, the Lord gonna say, hold on,
let me bring you down a notch. Because at the moment of time where you think that you want to move like this and move like that, no, you got to embrace and understand within this moment that you have to humble yourself. You have to. But years. Woo! That's just so good to share. I ain't gonna lie, like, woo! Woo! I ain't thinking about that yet. Like, I ain't thinking about that yet. I've been holding that though. But April 5th, I'm off them papers.
Less than a month away.
Yes, off them papers. April 5th is a celebration for me. I'm not gonna lie, it's so big. April 5th, April will be 10. So I didn't want everybody to know this yet, but at the same time it's happening. I'm cutting my hair off. I'm cutting my hair completely off. Like I'm cutting it off. I already got my style. I already have everything that I'm doing. I already got my colors and all that good stuff. So it's just the transition stage. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that I let y'all know that this is Speak Freely. This is the platform where it's at. Though I'm gonna really come through freely. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be behind me. And if anybody want to bring it up, it's gonna be okay. Because at the same time, I'm speaking freely about it, just like I'm doing right now. And it ain't nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? That's my testimony, and I live in my truth each and every day of my life. And I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. That DUI did not break me, but it made me. You know, it's good. I'm good with that. I'm good. I'm great. I'm okay. It's a space of not being able to be stuck in a situation and let it define who you are. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what I love. That's what I truly love and appreciate. And just to be able to be able to maneuver, adjust, and just flow and go with the way of life and how the way God doing things. It's just real out here. It's really
it's good that you shared that. So I'm pretty sure somebody needs it.
Oh yeah. I know somebody did. Though, because baby, I used to be the one. Yeah.
When you start accomplishing more, you realize you know what I got lots of.
Yeah, a little differently. And when you think that in a moment of time that it won't happen, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm good, you know, I handle myself.
Don't ever think it can't happen. Yes, it can.
That's the thing about it. God will wake you up and let you know real quick in a second. Arnasia, just turn it down. This is turn it down on the list. And the thing is though, like I feel like respectfully being transparent and being so honest right now. If that DUI did not happen, I don't think I would ever stop drinking. I was a social drinker. You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as it was a bottle, let me go, let me swallow. It was like, yeah, I'm there. Let's get it right here. One of those. Until where it's just like you doing it so much to where you know what I'm saying? You ain't know how it was affecting it. You wasn't knowing how to control it. You wasn't knowing how to balance it. You didn't even know how to say, hey, I'm good on it. You get what I'm saying? You always was getting around certain environments and think that, hey, that's the way, that's what I need to do. No,
you know, the more that you do it, the more that your body adjusts, and then you realize you don't even realize how much that you have consumed.
A year and change without drinking. When I say that my mind is telling me yeah, it's not telling me no. It's telling me yeah, you needed that to happen. It's just like God, I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to think that something bad, people think that that's bad or whatever it is, you know, depending on how their mindset is. It was good that happened to me. It woke me up on a whole other level of life. It woke me up on a whole other level of life, and it helped me tap in to be even more open-minded, and of course not to be judgmental, because when that happened to me, it's no way you could judge the next person. It's no way you could judge over anything that somebody do, say, move, you know what I'm saying? What they life, it's their life. You would judge.
And also, you know, we can just be grateful that all that you got was the people that was reduced to reckless driving, because there has been so many situations where people behind the wheel under influence lost lives. People lost lives because
the videos.
I've seen videos.
The videos were so traumatizing. It was just like, when I say your life could get thrown. If you ever drink and drive and you kill somebody, just say bye. You know what I'm saying? Literally, just say bye. Say bye, because when I say it's over, it's over. People get years, years. And I ain't gonna lie, literally, my car was going in the opposite direction when the DUI happened. So I felt like either somebody on the road seen me and they called me, or the cops was in the vicinity of where I was to be able to, to stop me, because I could have killed myself. Thank God my children wasn't in the vehicle with me, but I literally could have killed myself. And it was just, when I say the tickets, if you see how many tickets I had, it's like, oh my God. But I was, again, it's just being grateful. It's just being grateful within the moment, like you said, though, that because it could have been a lot worse. I'm gonna say that this could have been a lot worse, but yeah, just being expressive within that moment of the person that I'm working with now to get off the paper is just like, you know, because you're in a certain position and you have authority over me because of the situation for what it is, you think that you could kind of belittle me and talk to me any type of way of the mistakes that I have made, that I have, you know, accepted.
Like you never made
that part, you get what I'm saying? And then when you not even necessarily challenge it, but when you actually address the issue, because honestly, when she called and I just said, and I mentioned, and I said respectfully, you get what I'm saying? Please, I don't know what the energy is here, but please don't talk to me that way. You get what I'm saying? And what I'm not doing with anyone, I'm not just tolerating disrespect. You get what I'm saying? I'm not tolerating disrespect from nobody. I don't really care who it is. And again, it goes to, I don't care how much money or how you know, in life you could be further in life with it. I mean, than me, it doesn't matter. Just the fact, talk to me with some type of respect. Not no, hey, how you doing, Beyonce? You're not even doing that. It's just, Beyonce, why are you being report today? You know what I'm saying? Just like, I'm in a good mood. Don't do that to me. I'm in a great mood. But I shifted. When you're able to control that energy and not let somebody dictate how the way you can respond to them.
Oh, they can't stand that. They can't take it when they're.
That's power.
Yeah.
That is power.
And that will piss the person off more.
Yeah.
You not letting them have that control of the person you engaging in.
You know, she put the supervisor on the phone after I said what I had to say. And I was like, that's fine. You get what I'm saying? Because I can't deal with that spirit, that energy that you have going on. And I know that's where it's projected from. You reiterated over the phone constantly within the moment. Arnasia, but no, not even Arnasia, it was Miss Woods. You know, just bringing everything up about the situation. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I don't want to revisit that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about that. And the only thing I keep saying is, I know, Miss So-and-so, I know, Miss So-and-so. And again, it's just like when somebody try to pull you back to the past, you need to remove it. I need to remove myself and I need to get away from you. You don't take me back there. And I won't allow anybody to take me back there. And that comes in full circles of being able to be expressive within the moment to dictate, control, and let anybody know, like, you're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to allow that. I will not allow that at all. In no shape or form. We ain't doing that at all. But woo, girl, it's real. It's real.
You know, misery loves company. And, you know, we have some people to be like, oh, I'm having a bad day, so I'm going to have a bad day.
I literally heard people do that. I mean, not heard people do it. I've seen people say that and do it within the act of it. And being transparent, I did not. I did not remove myself at the time because I was swamped in. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know about this world that I'm in right now. I didn't know about it too much. It's not even the fact that I didn't know about it. I didn't really want to tap into this space of life. It was kind of like a fearful thing, but at the same time, it's a good thing. This good energy, the positive energy, the positive surface to be around, and just being, just being absorbed and just being in that space is way better than the other side. You know, like respectfully, it really is, because you can get swamped up in a whole different space to where you will not accomplish anything that you have set out that you want to do in your life if you really allow opinions, things that people are doing, things that people are saying, the way people was elevating, anything in that sort, and it would just knock you, it would just honestly knock you off your path. And I don't got time for it. It's just heavy on it. I don't have time for the disturbance within my being. Yeah. It's too much. Yeah. It's way too much.
You know what? You can say that you've overcome a lot.
Ooh, you better know it when I say whoo whoo. God know it. God, listen. God show it. God show it, and He know it. Like every shape and form. Lord have mercy. I'm just wiser, better, stronger. Lord have mercy. Has it ever been a moment of time where you was expressive in the moment, okay, and it was received, but at the same time it got switched around in the moment to kind of be what's that word that I'm looking for? You know how somebody tried to do the reverse psychology on you, where it's like, okay, what you're saying, that they just trying to flip it and making you feel like you're not even necessarily the problem, or whatever you're saying at the moment is just like, I think you kind of get what I'm saying. No.
I feel like I just kind of do because as soon as you started describing, I started thinking about past men that I've dealt with.
Oh, Lord.
And then with their psychology, sometimes.
You know how the guys see it.
Yeah,
You know how they can get.
You know, some men they pretty good, but they'll catch them in something.
Lord have mercy. You don't have your shit. I'm about to put the shades on.
And then, well, you know what? You ain't have no business doing this anyway. What you mean? You ain't have no business doing it.
Right.
So don't get mad that I done caught you.
In that lie.
And now you mad because I'm mad because I caught you.
Yo, that is funny when they feel, but I swear, sometimes down in the space, I'll be laughing, but before it's like, you really trying me? You really gonna try me like that? You know what I'm saying is facts right now.
Right.
Why are you trying to right now? Just admit it. Just come
admit
on.
it.
Like, for real, right?
So now we both got attitude, but I have a reason to have an attitude. You got an attitude because I got an attitude because I caught you doing some stuff.
What's the killer? What's the killer right there? You hungry? What about you?
Come back with I need my tip piece in my face and then maybe we can have
barbecue.
Extra bad.
Oh, she listen.
And
listen, she was explosive.
And upsize my drink.
Oh, I want to supersize
because I want the combo. And then maybe we can have a conversation.
Listen, the combo is giving a large. Maybe an extra large.
Yeah, this when they got a little thirsty.
Listen,
my mouth got dried out.
Pay for this attitude, okay?
Yeah.
Pay for this attitude.
I have that for no reason, which a lot of them, they don't want to talk about that. I don't be having that. I'm a very happy person. I don't like being mad. Being mad takes a lot of energy.
It do. It really does. It really does. I must say that. It really does. I remember I was in a space that's just like,
it's so easy.
You ever had a moment where you don't even know why you mad, but just like, I know. Until it gets shift another light, and just be like, oh yeah, all right, I don't even know, but whatever.
Yeah. You know, if I can't remember, it don't matter.
Yeah, it don't even matter.
Anyway.
If you tuned in though and you vibing with us this far, type speak freely.
I'm gonna come out with a demo.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, mic check. Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Speak freely if it's something that you could do. Vibe with me if I'm talking to ones and twos. I ain't rocking with you, but you rocking it too. Yeah, you'll be vibing up here, speaking freely. You know, you already know. You can't put the I don't even know, but I can switch it up. You know, I like to snap the fingers.
You got to do it.
Yeah, you gotta be free, man. You gotta be free. It's too much to carry. You know, when it comes to different things in our lives and anything that we're facing silently, publicly, you know, like just anything overall, like let that be where it's at. Don't keep carrying that on your back. There's no need to. It will weigh you down.
Okay, because you know what? 90% of the time in situations that people are carrying on their back, they don't have no control over it. And when you realize you don't have no control over it, you just got to let it go.
Girl. And if you can't control it, right, you have to let it go. I like that. Just give a little sprinkle of that's fine.
Sometimes you just got to let it be.
Nah, for real.
That's hard, but you got to.
And once we tap in and knowing that, look how you look at life. Life is so beautiful.
You look at life so differently.
So different.
Like something be the major man. Like
what?
You're like, all right,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
you got it. Like
how you doing?
Once you learn how to do that, baby,
it's giving full control.
And people can't stand it when they can't.
They eat them alive. Do you feel like because it's like I'm kind of indecisive on it because I done had my moments when I've done this. When it hasn't ever been, not even has it ever been, but the moments of where like you feel disrespected, whatever the case might be. People say, "Hey, Mr. Hall, speak freely." Ow. Hey, I'm loving it too. Speak freely. Yeah, come on in. Yes. But when you say we feel disrespected, kill him with kindness. I used to hear that all the time when I was a kid. Okay? I'm not gonna lie, it didn't work. People were just stuffing all over me. Okay? They were just throwing and saying whatever they want. I don't like that. But it's still a good thing. You know what I'm saying? On a positive note, they're really still a good thing to people kindness, because at the same time, if you're projecting so much kindness onto them, of course, you know, the only thing they can do is reciprocate at any moment. But it just be like, oh, that's power within itself and self-control too, to be able to fight that. Not necessarily being disrespected. I'm not saying that, but just have that nasty attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that when you walking into a store, somebody just be like, "Can I help you?" That kills me.
In situations like that, I have really, like, I don't even know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but I learned real nice thing. Like, I'm gonna check you, but I'm doing it in a nice way possible. Like, what's up? How you doing? You know what? You must be having a bad day.
I challenge that too.
And I love to laugh. I'm gonna smile at you. You gonna be just as pissed off. I'm just like, you upset? Whatever's bothering you, let it go.
Do you let it? I ain't people a lie, I'm not gonna lie. Because if you like, I didn't ask you to say that. First off, you didn't even expect me to say that. Let's talk. Let's
laughing at what you find funny.
That part, I'm having a wonderful day.
And then maybe, I bet you, if you try smiling right now, I bet you your attitude will change.
That part. Then you going in the bathroom in the back talking about, I don't like how you but it felt good. I don't like.
You can't even say how I did you, because what I do.
Yeah. Besides projecting good energy onto you that you need to shift within yourself. Thank you very much. Yes. Come on, get it together. All in together, girl. How you like the weather, girl? That's not I say well. And the weather is windy. Okay, it's windy out there.
Listen, about took my little BS off the road. All right, when the gas prices go down, whenever that may be, hopefully sooner rather than later. When I get my big body, y'all not gonna keep trying.
Yes, big body.
You know how many times I done got almost drove off the road because we didn't see my little phone? For real? Okay, when I get my big body.
You know what? You see me. you see me.
Right. You hear that? It's there, but you hear it.
It's all right though, but because at the same time, God put you into something. Only thing He's doing is preparing you for what He got next.
And you know that's why the next time I get a car, it's something that I want. All these years when I got a car, I see they like, what kind of car you want? It don't matter.
Right.
Next car shopping, I want that one right there.
That one right there. Listen, I don't want no car note. Okay, I just don't have time for that. I no.
But you know what? I would rather be paying monthly on a new car that I have to do little to nothing on versus buy a cash car outright. Until I get rich. Not if, but until I get rich.
Until you get that billion.
Yes.
Until you get the billion.
Then, versus buying a cash car and having all these problems. And basically, with the cash car that you buy without a problem, you basically gonna push out a car every month anyway because you're constantly paying the car.
That's
so,
true. But everything needs a little fixing every now and then, so it's okay.
You know, right now my checking the light on, but I already got the part $25 off. Yeah.
That's
I'm gonna get my best friend.
Wait a minute. Did she just stand in there? Did she just stand on that slide? It's on my. Listen, it's as real as it's gonna get. You hear me? I love it. I ain't gonna lie. When I say I love it, I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. I swear. It's the speaking freely for me. I don't think. Okay, so did you mention for busy
want to buy your car? Whoever wants to.
You said what? You absolutely
right. Want to buy your car? Whoever wants to.
That part, right? It's given very much. Do you want to be a lucky contestant? Stop.
A situation like that. That's why I'm working so hard to build myself up. Because I don't never want to get anybody the satisfaction and say, "Well, I'm the one that got this for you." No, you didn't. I got this.
You said I'm gonna utter those words out your mouth. You what? First off, I feel like real ones, respectfully, if you've done anything, you don't have to speak on it.
Right.
Now, giving reminders when people kind of get big-headed, you know what I'm saying? Only thing you got to say, April, what?
Remember who was that?
I don't even want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that because I just feel like, all right, you trying me. I just feel like the reminders could kind of hit on something simple like, Are we gonna we really want to go there? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a warning. When somebody say you, when somebody tell you really want to go
got
there,
their little saying that they say before stuff get real.
Yeah, and it's just giving very much. Don't bring up anything that you've done to anybody. If you're a real one, you should never bring up nothing that you have done, and don't be boastful about it and talk about it to the next person. What is the need? Oh, okay.
Trying to make yourself look better.
Yeah.
In reality, you probably not no better.
And that's giving you getting big headed. You getting big headed. For what purpose? I don't know. And if you've done something from the kindness of your heart, nobody need to know that. Right,
you got to speak about it then away from the kindness of your heart.
Talk about it. Take a second. Okay. There we go. Speak freely. Nah, you know I'm crying because the contestant said not it. Okay? Let's give it very much. Nah, it's all jokes. It's all love though. It's definitely all love though. Like I was mentioning though a few minutes ago, here for a second about your boutique. I think you mentioned this swimsuit, right? You say you got a swimsuit. What other stuff? Do you have anything for men? And
I'm gonna be adding a swimsuit for men, and I have swimsuits and watches. Because I was like, I want to look a little different because I love watches. So I got watches for women, men, and kids. Even though little kids, you might want to get a little car for your child. Kids like stuff, just like we like stuff. People forget that though. They forget about their children.
Yeah,
like stuff
I don't
like
know
that
who,
too.
but I can't forget about my babies listening.
It's just something that I've been, like I said, I've been got my logo. I didn't have a logo for 6 months.
Okay.
I didn't have my LLC for 4 months. And it was all just like, just little baby steps one at a time. And I was like, you know what?
Can't rush the process. Trust the process.
Yeah. So then I started working on my website. I am not, creative when it comes to stuff like that. But you know what? I'm very good. I know people that are. Mm-hmm. So I'm not. So I got my website up and running. You can buy, but when I get paid, I'm gonna hit my girl up. She's a graphic designer. Do this for me.
What's her name? Shout out.
The Real Boss Shop. The girl is talented.
First of all, if it's bossy, it's gonna very much.
Her name is Alexis, right? That girl.
Yes.
She did all my BBP logo. She did that. My logo
is that my girl?
It might be.
Is that my girl?
The Boss Shop. Alexis.
I feel like that's my girl.
Yes, that girl is talented. Listen, I don't go to nobody else. She do all.
You got her on Facebook? Mm-hmm. She just did a photo shoot, right? With ponytail?
She did one. She got like a blue jacket in it.
I got that. But I really think if we talking about the same one, that is really my girl. Though. Big up stuff. And if it's not, at the end of the day, woman empowerment on that. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing though. If you get, it's not even all about the money either. If it's a passion and you doing it from the heart, everything else gonna flow and come.
You know what? While we're on the topic of business and money, right? Let me just say this right here, because when I say girl got talent, and she done recently upped her prices, and that's okay, because guess what? I'm still paying because I know her work. So when people come to me, oh my God, who did this? I send them her website.
I know that's right.
That's stuff too high. Okay, we'll go to somebody else.
That part.
Because when the same time you got somebody like, oh, she charged too much. You got somebody like me that's okay. I'm gonna check out right now. Because there's always somebody that's gonna pay for it. Because
if you want it, you're gonna buy it.
If you want it, you're gonna buy it. And I'm here to tell all business owners, if you got people that's coming to you telling you, oh, your stuff's too high, tell them, okay, go on to the next person.
And
because when you know your work, your prices are firm. And just like somebody out there that's like, oh, your stuff's too high, it's another person. Okay, I'm putting stuff in my cart right now. I'm putting my credit card information in. I'm about to check out. You know what I'm saying? So you can't listen to what everybody say.
If you don't try to talk down the people that's in Foot Locker and the people at any other stores when you go into the store besides the store, but yeah, I mean, it was all certain stuff though for me.
But you know what? They only do that with small businesses. Y'all don't do nothing.
Yeah, they really do.
With them high, because only difference, like I'm gonna compare. Chanel. Is it Chanel? No, Coach and Michael Kors. Mm-hmm. A lot of both
that's
of
a good comparison right there.
Yeah,
like
both of them got purses that look exactly the same. Only difference is they brand. Y'all don't got no problem paying $800-900 for them. First of all, I wish I would pay that much for a bag. I know right on the Ross, not knocking. either one of them. But I go right on the Ross and get just a purse just as cute. But y'all don't say nothing to them. Y'all got right because they're well known, y'all don't have no problem spending the money with them.
But not knowing they had the bill to get that name.
Right.
And to get themselves the way they get themselves.
So the way my price is looking right now, because eventually I'm gonna come out with my own line. I'm speaking into it.
Right.
So what I don't want to hear nothing in 5 years when I come out with my own line and my prices don't went up.
I heard from a good person in my life that you have the vision. You have the vision of who you are and what you're doing right now. Only thing that needs to happen now is the world to tap into what you're doing. But you have to continue to apply that pressure, to continue to be consistent, continue to believe and know what you're doing and what you're doing it for. Remember that why you started at all times. Once you always remember that why you started, it's no need for you to see nothing but the finish line. To be honest, it's never a finish line. Right. You want to get technical. It's really never a finish line. So there's always something to do even when you get there.
And then don't give up just because people are not tapping in the way that you want.
At all.
Because please believe it's always somebody watching. They may not say nothing, but it's always somebody watching. So just because you're not, generating the sales that you would like or getting the response that you would like, they don't mean to stop.
Never. Keep going. Never. Once you truly believe in you or anything that you're doing, that means you have to keep going. Everything else really is not gonna matter or factor in until down the line. You get what I'm saying? And it ain't even really gonna factor in then though. But at the same time, not even necessarily the opinions, but what you're doing and good criticism or good criticism overall or things that you could do better. Within the moment, to keep you to elevate and just to stay on your path of life and what you're seeking out for yourself. That's really what it's all about. So can't stop, won't stop, rocking to the beat. So it gets to hell, baby. It gets to hell.
How many freestyle should have busted out wisdom?
I know, right? I ain't gonna lie, I'm hot. Oh wow. But big shout out to Soul Tribe. Yesterday they had an amazing Freestyle Friday. If you don't know, I'm definitely the host with the most on that though. Every Friday, tune in and lock in with Soul Tribe, one soul at a time. Shout out to the team though. Love them, much love on that. I'm so grateful right now again to just be able to have a close business partner in a mix of being able to elevate a strong Black woman that's about her business and got something going on for herself. Beyonce, again, if you haven't tuned in and locked in with her Busy Bee Boutique, as well as her podcast and her podcast that I've also collaborated with her with, Just Fire on Station Head. If you haven't tuned in the beginning of this live, also definitely download Station Head. Make your account and lock in with us. It's Nay the host and the real BBT Finn. Big shout out to Mr. Hall, sitting behind the scenes, always making the green money in the thing. Let me stop.
Somebody call Gucci Mane.
Yeah, tell them. Give me the check. Give me the check. Yeah, tell them to lock in with your girl and all that. Let them know about our Black media. Really want to see what you're about. Yeah, all that good stuff and whatnot. But yes, it's real. Tune in for next week. I may have a guest again. I may not. She may come back with a friend on the spot. You never know. Tune in while it's hot.
Maybe not. I got like 2 friends.
Oh, she got like 2 friends, and she can get another one again.
You gotta be careful with that too.
I know. Okay. But as we about to close it up in a minute though. I just want you to actually express within this moment, because we definitely the topic of the day was being expressive. Tell me, what did you sum up and enjoy the most about this episode with you being here in the moment?
Well, every day you learn something about yourself. And so, you just speaking on different topics, you look back on some of the things that you've overcome and growth that you have had. And so that's one of the things that I'm happy about. I'm able to, speaking and talking to people, talking to you, you're able to look back on like, wow, I forgot about that situation. Like, and then you just start to reminisce, and it's like, I really did overcome that. Now it's something different because, you know, I was so miserable as a CNA, and now I don't have to do it no more.
Woo! Don't you feel good?
I feel good.
You feel good?
I miss my patients.
Yeah.
But I don't miss them.
Shout out to the patients that was in her kid. I respect that. Woo! Speak freely! If you enjoyed this episode, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. And don't forget a little heart on the thumbs up. And don't forget where to start, okay? I ain't gonna lie, I felt good. I feel good. Yesterday, today, 2 friends, billionaire. You need many people to network with. Get that first meal. Listen, we out here. We out here getting it. We ain't gonna rush the process. We gonna trust the process, okay? Everything that I am manifesting to happen in my life, God is doing it on the time that He said I deserve it and I'm ready for it. And that's what I love. You understand me? It's to continue to keep prepping me. keep prepping me. Woo-hoo. Just keep prepping me. I love it. I ain't rushing nothing. I don't force nothing no more. You understand me? I force nothing no more. If it ain't a natural flow, it's going to crumble. The fact that as soon as you got it, it's gonna be all gone. Oh my God. No, it's not happening. Make sure that you tune in next week for Speak Freely though. Again, you know where I'm at 4 p.m. So if you don't know, now you know. And tell grandma, auntie, Uncle Keisha, Auntie Keisha. I say Uncle Keisha. It may be Uncle Keisha out there too. So what? It's Uncle Keisha, Uncle Keisha, Auntie Keisha, Grandma Barbara, Auntie Barbara. You know, tell everybody to definitely wrap it up. You know, and tune on in. So
everybody just
get together and tune in. You can get your water with us. You get your water. You can have, any type of beverage that you like, but it's gonna be a topic that's coming full force every week. Yes, that's it. Trust the process. Don't rush it. You can't. But if you decide to do that, tell me how that goes. I'm on the other side.
I sure want to hear that.
I'm on the other side. Make sure that you stay locked in and stay tuned for all the other episodes on this platform, Our Black Media. Truly grateful for this opportunity at all times. Always stay humble and stay true to yourself as well. Again, don't rush the process. Trust the process. Anything that you're supposed to have in life, God is going to give it to you when you are ready for it. Best to believe that. Speak everything into your life, into existence. Do not connect a negativity, comment on anybody negative, interfere, disturb that peace of yours. You understand? If you ain't get nothing else, know that you need to speak freely. I love it though. We still counting down. It just felt good though. I feel great. I feel good. And that's what it's all about though. Like I want this positive energy that I have, that we have within this moment and even outside of this moment to continue to project onto the world and everybody that we come across within our path, And I hope the same for you. And thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Again, shout out to Our Black Media. Y'all here doing bangers, okay? Well, Mr. Hole's out here doing bangers and all that, because he's behind the scenes. But if I can feel a green, don't come at him up about no rain now, okay? If you know what I mean.
Make sure you keep track of all these. I want to go back to town.
Nah, you gotta have fun with it though.
Yeah.
And always be you and be true to you at all times. That's the best part. But definitely make sure that you tune in next Saturday at 4 p.m. You know where I'm at. It's the best that ever do it.
I know it was coming.
Oh, cause it was like when it move you, like when it move, hey.
Like that. back to that.